Shields up, Ironbreakers. Rurikhan here coming at you with another video. Welcome back to Monster Hunter World, and today I'd like to address this notion that's been going on in the community pretty much since the announcement of the final developer diary for Monster Hunter World Iceborne. And that notion is this idea that the game is somehow ending, and it's really weird. Like, I've seen a lot of comments from people saying like, oh my god, I just bought this game like 2 weeks ago. Am I too late to the party? Like, what's going on? And let me reassure everyone that, like, look, the game is still going to be running. You can still play the game. And even after they close the servers, which I don't believe is happening anytime soon, you can still play it in single player. So whether you buy Monster Hunter World now or the Master Edition now, or you buy it like 5 years from now, you're still going to be able to play it again, even after they close the servers, which I still believe it's going to take a long time. Like, to give you guys an idea, you know that Nintendo console that wasn't all that successful, the Wii U, you guys remember that console? Well, there's a Monster Hunter game in that console called Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate. That game still has its servers online. Like, you can still play Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate, which was released in 2011. You're talking about a Monster Hunter game that was released 9 years ago on a console that, by all accounts, is considered to be a bit of a failure, and the servers are still up. As a matter of fact, I just checked not even 5 minutes ago on my Wii U, and there were like 20-something players actively playing and doing like G-rank hunts turns. And I was like, holy crap, dude. There's still people playing this game online and having a good time. So trust me when I tell you that the Monster Hunter World servers, which has been Capcom's most successful game to date, those servers are going to be around for a long time. There's plenty of time for you to get into Monster Hunter World, and like I said, even after they close those servers, you can still play like 95% of the content or more completely solo and just enjoy yourselves, okay? So don't be in a rush. Don't be thinking like, oh man, I gotta get into it now. I gotta do all of the things now because this is all gonna end. Nothing is gonna end, okay? You might see like a section of the community kind of like move on, you know, people like me, because I mean, you know, I've been playing this game for 2,600 hours. I've done literally everything there is to do in the game. I'm currently just like doing some collectionist stuff. Like, I still haven't crafted the maximum rank of all of the gun lances because a lot of them are just not that useful. But, you know, as a collectionist, I want to do that. That's one of the objectives that I still have to do. The other one is to craft all of the pendants. I also didn't do that, but, you know, I will be crafting all the pendants. I know exactly the things that I'm missing and the quests that I have to go and do, which, by the way, most likely the background footage for this video is going to be one of those quests. I'm going to be getting those blue tickets that you get for the highest rank quests or whatever. And yeah, I just wanted to address this because, again, it seems like there's a lot of people coming into the community. They're like, oh my god, I came in late. I need to rush. I need to get to end game. I need to do all these things. And it's like, to all of this, what I can really say is like, look, guys, relax, okay? Monster Hunter World isn't going anywhere. And for all the people that are still like waiting against hope for a Fireborn expansion or anything of that nature, I highly doubt that that is going to happen. I'm not going to say that it won't happen because who the hell knows, dude, right? You know, from one moment to another, Capcom might be like, hey, you know what? Maybe we should do an expansion to World. It was so successful that maybe we should do it. But I doubt it because they already said in the past that, you know, Iceborne was going to be the only expansion for Monster Hunter World, and that after that, they would be focusing on other projects. Now, personally, what I want to see is, like I've told you guys time and time again, I'm not going to elaborate too much on this, but I want to see a new Monster Hunter on the Switch console, because, you know, that's going to be something good for their Japan market, because you guys might think, oh, but, you know, Monster Hunter World's so much more successful in the West. In Japan, not that much, okay? So trust me, if they make one in, you know, for the Switch, it's going to be a lot more successful in Japan, which is their home turf, and naturally they probably want to serve their home turf as well, not just the West. And I hope that the Switch game comes out simultaneously in the West and Japan at the same time. I don't want to go back to the times where it's like, oh, this game comes out in Japan and then like a year or so from now will come out on the West and stuff like that. I don't want to go back to those days, dude. Monster Hunter World proved that there's a lot of market for Monster Hunter in the West, and I hope that Capcom keeps that in mind. And, you know, for people that are not super excited about the one on the Switch, don't worry, because I can assure you that right now there is a dedicated team working on the next Monster Hunter game. But naturally, it's still going to take a while, right? I mean, it took them 4 years to develop Monster Hunter World. And I'm pretty sure that by the time they finished all of the free DLC that they did for Monster Hunter World, despite the fact that they were working on Iceborne at the same time and all that, I'm pretty sure that by the time they finished DLC and World, there's most likely already another team working on whatever project they're calling Monster Hunter 6, because for all intents and purposes, Monster Hunter World is Monster Hunter 5, and I expect Monster Hunter 6 to be, again, a mainline entry to the home console, so the PlayStation 5, the Xbox Series X, and now also the PC, which I would expect to be a simultaneous release. So we'll see how that pans out, but yeah. And also, guys, can we please be happy about the fact that this is a team that wants to bring you a new game instead of just like, oh, we're just going to iterate on this forever, because they could. Like, if you really look at the way that Monster Hunter World works, like, it's super easy, just like, oh yeah, now we make a new fire map and we bring in a bunch of fire monsters and boom, here's the Fireborn expansion. Like, they could have easily done that. And then, you know, just add a couple more monsters that they have in the roster, because there's so many monsters still to be added in the Monster Hunter roster. They could keep this going for like at least 2-3 more years. But instead of that, they want to go and they want to innovate and they want to bring something for the next generation, kind of like they did with World. And personally, I'm like I'm just like straight up, sign me on for whatever is next on this particular ride. And I think that a lot of people are like that as well. And I know it's kind of sad to see it end in a way, even though, like I said, it's not ending. You can keep playing it, all of that stuff. It's just there's not going to be more content. But if you haven't experienced all the content, there's still plenty of time for you to do it. There's still a lot of people playing the game. And most likely I'll still host events from time to time to get people through the tougher challenges, like, you know, get people through Safi. Well, not even tough challenge, just like a challenge that requires more people to play the game and whatnot. I'll probably do Safi lobbies again for people that still need it. I'll do Alatreon lobbies for people that are still struggling with Alatreon. Oh, and that's the other thing. In order for you to get the Fatalis, you have to kill Alatreon. So I'll probably do a couple of more Alatreon lobbies ahead of the Fatalis release so that people get a chance to defeat Alatreon and be ready for Fatalis. So we'll see how all of that stuff pans out. But guys, like, seriously, if you were thinking about buying the game and then all of a sudden you're just like, oh man, I'm not gonna buy it now, it's ending, you know, it's the end for it. It's like, dude, don't even think like that. Again, even if the servers were dead, which they won't be for several years, you'll still have hours upon hours of content to play. So just sit back, enjoy the ride, and stop all of this like doom saying, oh my god, it's all over. It's not. It's really not. But yeah, that's going to be it for this video. I just wanted to address that because, again, I've seen so many comments of people like insecure about whether or not now is a good time. It's always a good time to jump into Monster Hunter World, and it always comes highly recommended by me. So, you know, it's really up to you guys, but don't think the way that I've seen some of these comments, the game is not over, okay? But at the same time, I can't wait for the next one. Anyway, that's going to be it for today. If you guys enjoyed this video, hit the like button. If you did not enjoy this video, hit the dislike button because feedback is important. Feedback, which you can also leave in the comment section down below. If you usually enjoy my content, subscribe, hit the bell notification icon, all of that usual jazz, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Stay strong, stay safe, peace out.